Hi, welcome. It's Motivation Mondays, episode 3 with me, your host Hasina, and you, the audience. Let's get into the video. So the theme for this episode is get started. As simple as that may sound, one of the biggest challenges people have is actually getting started. Getting started can be the difference between making $50,000 a year and making $1 million a year. All of us have great ideas, great passions, but no one ever really gets started. So I'm going to give you 2 tips to help you get started for the rest of the week. Write it down. This is a very simple tip, but a very interesting one. A psychology professor, Dr. Gail Matthews, conducted a study where she recruited 267 participants from all different backgrounds across the U.S. to study how goal achievement in the workplace is influenced by writing goals. She found out that 70% of the participants who sent weekly updates to a friend reported successful goal achievements, and only 35% who did not write it down achieved this goal. So to me it sounds like if you write down your goals, you are way more likely to achieve them. If you never write down your goal, you're never going to achieve it. Well, not never, but the odds are not in your favor. So the tip, as I said, is to write down your goals. So the activity for this week is write all goals you have and... So, tip number 2, create a plan of action. This fits perfectly in with writing down your goals, because after you've identified your goals, you need to create a roadmap to achieving that goal. And that's essentially what a plan of action is. By definition, a plan of action is a document which lists the steps which must be taken in order to achieve a specific goal. Now I've created an example of a plan of action. It's not a real plan of action, but it's just to give you an idea of what a plan of action is. There are many different ways to do this. Now I have created 8 columns and 2 rows, which are essentially 2 goals. So my first column is aims. That's just the broad theme of the goal. My second column is key persons. Those are the people who are going to be vital in you achieving or not achieving a goal. My third column is intermediate action, in aka this month's action. So the action that I need to take this month. The next is 3 months, the next 6 months, the next 9 months, the next year. And then the final column is how will success be identified. So then in this column then you specify a little clearer what the goal is. So for my first aim I have get physically fit. And the key person for that aim is myself. And then my intermediate action would be set aside 30 minutes a day for 3 days of the week for exercise. So immediately I'm going to decide I'm going to pick out 3 days and I'm going to exercise for 30 minutes a week. The next goal, the 3 months action, is to work out and increase the number of my workout days to 4. And then the next thing would be to define a problem area, for example, my stomach or my underarm, and target those areas during my workout. So that's what I'm going to do for my action for 6 months. The next thing would be to identify the area that you like to focus on. For example, some people like to focus on the glutes. It might not be a problem area, but it's just an area that you want to focus on, and you could focus on that in your workout. So that is my 9-month action. And my final action, which would be the next year's action, would be to weigh myself to see if I've reached my target goal. And finally, my success will be defined through reaching my target goal of 135 pounds. So this is just a quick example of how a plan of action would be. Now it would be different for business, it would be different for school,
but it generally has the same theme. It is a roadmap of actions to lead to achieving a specific goal. It is a very specific roadmap. So I hope you've enjoyed my tips for the week. I hope that you write down your goals and that you show your actions, and I'll see you next time.